Boy, these photo albums are filled with some good times. I mean, do you ever pull out your old photo album or that stash of old love letters and start flipping through them and thinking about all your past loves? Well, today we're going to do more than just think about it. We're actually going to reunite some folks with their first true loves, including two people who have waited for 33 years for this very day. Can you believe it? And I am finally going to introduce you to somebody that many of you have written me about, you have called me about it, you have sat in my studio and asked me live and in person about it. Al B. Sure is going to be here today, and he's going to finally answer that question, are the two of us really involved? So get a handkerchief. This could be a three-tissue show. And sit by that telephone because you never know. By the end of this show, you may be picking up the phone and dialing that number to get that old love of yours back. Second chances for first loves. We're talking romance on today's Rolanda. You know, you're beautiful. You got all dutied up today for a good reason. This lady's story, folks, this is my first guest. You met your first love more than 30 years ago when she was only 18 years old. It was at a dance. That slow drag did it, huh?
No, the kiss.
It was the kiss that did it. Whoa, that came after the slow drag. So tell me.
Well, I'm nervous right now.
I know, I bet you are.
First of all, I want to thank you so much for letting me come here.
You're so welcome.
Because this means a lot to me.
You know, we believe in romance and good old stories like this.
Well, it happened once in a lifetime, and for me, I had to find this man.
You're from Lexington, Michigan.
Lexington, Michigan, yes.
And let's go back, way back to that dance. What happened?
Well, I met him there at a dance, and I walked across the stage, and there he was playing on his drums, and all I could see was his smile. And that kind of made me give a double leg, or double take.
A double leg?
Or whatever. I'm nervous. But anyways, I seen him, and lo and behold, he's coming up towards me, you know, and I'm hoping that he'd ask me to dance, and sure enough, he did. And I went right into his arms, you know, and it felt so good.
Tell us what it felt like.
Oh, anyways, so let me tell you.
Come on, tell me.
But anyway.
How did he hold you?
Well, he held me like if I was made out of glass. And he didn't want to break me.
Aww.
And then when he gave me that kiss, it was such a loving, gentle kiss. It was so. I still remember.
You do? I understand he even asked you first if he could kiss you.
Yes, he did.
A gentleman.
He asked me if it was okay to kiss me, and I said yes.
So why aren't the two of you hooked up?
Well, that's the sad part of it. He went into the Air Force, and there for a while, I didn't get to see him for a while. And in the meantime, he called on the phone one day, and he says, Yolanda, he says, how have you been? And this and this. I said, Arturo, I says, how you been? And he goes, I've been all right. My mouth is so dry.
That's all right.
Anyways, he says, listen, he says, the reason why I called is, he says, I want to ask for your hand in marriage. And that's when I told him, I says, listen, I can't. I'm getting married today.
That day?
And he says, the only thing I want from you is one thing. And I said, what? He says, your picture. I want to keep your pictures. I said, is that okay if I keep yours? And he says, yes. So what I wanted to tell this man is I still cared for him.
It amazes me that for all these years, I mean, you're talking about 3 decades, you never forgot him.
Never.
You were married to another man. I understand that he got married. He has 3 grown children. And I don't think he's ever stopped thinking about you either. You continued to carry pictures of each other.
Well, the thing is that I etched him in my heart all these years, and I wanted to find him for one reason. I wanted to tell this man that the reason why I did get married was because I've already was expecting my first son. And the thing is that I wanted to tell him that I still cared for him, and actually to tell him that I wanted to be with him, you know. And this other thing happened, and it happened, and there was no control in that. So
Now, Yolanda, you know, be careful what you wish for. Are you prepared for the consequences of this?
the thing is, I don't care what he looks like, okay? I just want to tell him why, because it was a story that it didn't have an ending on the phone. I wanted to finish it off and tell him.
So this is one of those life things you just like to complete. Are you
Yes.
are you expecting something to happen? Are you expecting him to
Whatever.
slow drag with you again, maybe?
Whatever happens, it may happen, fine. I'll take it day as it comes.
Well, Yolanda
just
found Arturo
nervous.
just a month ago, and they're about to meet now for the first time in 33 years. 33 years. That's a lifetime. Can you imagine how much his help? I know you want me to shut up and get the man out here, don't you? Okay. Let's meet Arturo.
No, you're making me feel old.
Okay, let me take the cup, girl, because he might ask you to dance one time. Come on, Arturo. Come on out and meet Yolanda. Oh, wow, yeah! Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Arturo, show us how you held her all those years, 33 years ago when you danced and it was love at first sight.
I had to hold her hand like this and real gently. I didn't want to
Oh, wow.
I didn't want to seem too anxious.
Yes. And you know, it was really nice. You asked her for a kiss. I mean, these are things that I don't think happen anymore. But maybe they do among gentlemen. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Come on, sit down, Arturo, and tell me about what happened from your point of view. Were you surprised listening backstage to how much care there was?
We were playing in a band, me and my brothers, that night, and that's when I met her. She walked in, and she looked just elegant in what she was wearing. I said, I never met anybody like her before, and my eyes just riveted on her, and kind of smiled at her because I wanted her to notice me, because I wanted to meet her.
Well, she noticed you, never forgot you either. Let me tell you, you know she was married and never forgot you. I understand you were married. Did you ever forget her?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. As a matter of fact, I still have her picture here.
Oh my goodness, did you
That's
know
the one
that?
she sent me.
Oh my. Let's
So-
take a quick break and come back because I want to know what happens now after the big reunion. You're also going to see how we surprised this young woman with her schoolgirl crush. It happened just before the show. So we're going to show you what happened there. And Al Be Sure has got a song that may make you want a second chance with your first love right after this.
Hey y'all, I can't wait to see you in my voice acting masterclass. For those of you who are really serious about becoming voice actors, this is the opportunity for you. In 6 weeks, you will be in a totally different place as an artist, and I want to help you put that voice to work. Go to Rolanda.com and check it out. You'll see the details of what I offer, and you might want to even set up a discovery call to see if this is the right fit for you. But stop hesitating, stop waiting, stop putting off, stop going, well, because there'll always be an excuse. Take control of your life. Take action now. Be a voice actor and come work with me. Rolanda.com.
Hey there, all you aspiring voice actors. Michelle Brown here. I'm actually here in Times Square for the first time in a long time, but I just wanted to take a moment to let you know that I just wrapped up Rolanda's voice acting masterclass, and wow, it was amazing. Rolanda is a lot of fun. Her class is chock full of useful information that will get you started in your career. And she brings in all these great seasoned pros with great tips that you are just going to love. So go ahead, sign up for Rolanda's voice acting masterclass. You know you want to.
Well, I tell you, many of you out there may be dreaming dreaming of a chance just to have a second chance with your first love. That's what the people in our show are getting a marvelous opportunity to do today. We just met Yolanda and Arturo. Yolanda told us the story that for 33 years she has been missing Arturo. Yes, she's been married. Arturo got married, but many years ago, that night, that slow drag, that kiss, never forgot each other. Did Arturo, when you were listening backstage, did you know that Yolanda, when you called her on her wedding day and proposed to her, I mean, a day late, I might say, but did you know that, I mean, how did you deal with that?
See, I was getting married that day myself.
What? Oh, my goodness.
And I had...
I would say if you're getting married, take the phone off the hook. So both of you are getting married on the same day, and you call her to say what? What did you say?
Well, the mistake I made, I guess, was, which I did. The way I see it now is I should have probably been into more contact with her after I got out of the service, okay? But I didn't, so when I got out, I started playing music. We have a band, me and my brothers, and what happened was that this girl that was there kind of stuck to me like glue, and one thing led to another. But the thing was that she was always in my mind, okay?
Yeah,
So,
right.
but I wasn't sure.
I didn't know he was going to get married, see?
But I wasn't really sure. It was 12 o'clock or during the day. I was going to get married in the afternoon. And I said, maybe I'm not doing the right thing with, I
Started having second thoughts.
I did. And I said, I'm going to find out where I stand with her because I felt closer to her.
Right.
In a lot of ways. And this is going back to, the Spanish heritage and what we
Yeah,
used
but
to.
those days, Rolanda, they didn't take packages along with, myself.
Well, wait a minute. Explain that. What do you mean the Spanish heritage?
Well, we're both Spanish, you said, we're Mexican people, and we both share, the food, the culture, and even being migrant workers and all that
You
put
had so much
together
in
with,
common.
Plus she enjoyed the music that we played anyway, so. But the thing is that at that time I said, well, I got to find out for sure where I stand with her first.
And so you picked up the phone and called, and she said, I'm getting married myself.
She says, I can't.
So you didn't
There
run
you
up to the cathedral and go, Elaine!
No,
like in The Graduate.
No, I said, I'll just drop what I'm doing and I'll go pick you up if you say yes. But this one she said, no, I just can't.
Yeah, she said she couldn't tell you at that time that she was already expecting a baby. So she had to go through it. When you guys hung up that phone, I mean, God, on your wedding day, how'd you keep smiles on your faces?
I really didn't.
Mine wasn't smiles.
Did
But
you both?
everybody thought I was crying because I was so happy. I don't think so.
As if you had it to do all over again. Because there are a lot of people who meet like that, maybe, and say, well, would you have taken that chance, or what would you have done if you had to do it all over again?
If I would have taken the clock back to where he had called me, I would have actually wanted to say to him, hey, Arturo, I want to marry you. I love you. Can you take me with the baby, Those days you can't say that.
Yeah. But I think it was interesting what you said. Next time you wouldn't have been so, meh. You would have said, I want you. And would that have worked, Arturo? Would you have left your bride at the altar and gone running over to her altar?
I would have if she had said yes, if things had been different. Of course.
See?
So now, wait a minute. Are you both divorced now?
Yes.
I have too, yes.
Both divorced now. So, well, the lady over here said, well.
Well, it's a fresh start. Just meeting her here like this, and thank
Why
goodness
don't
that
you
you
look at
invited
each
us.
other? I'm sure you've been holding on to something that you're dying to say for 33 years. We're going to give you a chance for testimony here. Just look at each other and tell each other, just really seize this moment and look at each other and tell each other what you've always wanted to say.
Go ahead, tell me. Say it.
Well, I kept your picture, okay, and I looked at it occasionally. Of course, being married, I couldn't look at it. Yeah, I had to be very discreet about it. But you were always on my mind, and that's it.
Well, what I wanted to tell you, Arturo, was at the time, yes, I did want to say yes, and yes, I did want to marry you then. Otherwise, I would have never made this trip to come all the way over here and tell you that.
Can I kiss you?
She met her first love on the school bus 9 tender years ago, and now Jessica doesn't realize that we found her recess Romeo. You're going to meet that couple right after this. Congratulations, y'all. This man lives right here with me. I don't care who I date from here on out. They know this is my man. This is my man right here. I love you.
The Baldwin brothers almost lost their mother.
Mom, I love you and I'd do anything for you.
Now the Baldwin family is banding together. See how the next Rolanda can save your life.
Everybody's got a story, but I don't think they're as good as Mr. and Mrs. Bergen here. They were sitting in the audience. Tell everybody what you just told me.
Well, Rolanda, my wife and I are both 65 years of age. We had our first date before we were born. We were married 46 years ago, and I only needed the one chance.
Now, before you were born, many of us, after being born, can't get a date. How did you get one before you were born?
Janice's mother and my mother were very close friends back in Chicago.
It's amazing.
And they were both pregnant at the time, and an aunt of mine said to my mother, "Wouldn't it be funny, Edith, if you had a boy?" And said to her mother, "Genevieve, wouldn't it be funny if you had a girl?" And they got together.
Isn't that something? Do you believe in fate? Do you believe that things like this happen?
Yes, I do. I really do. He's 3 months older than I, so I'm the younger one.
Let's get that in for sure. Thank you so much. Wait, before you go, what do you say to this couple, Arturo and Yolanda? They're quite a reunion.
I think they should go for it.
Yeah! Thank you so much. Thank you. Wow. You never know, folks. You never know. Let me introduce you to somebody else with another story. My next guest met her first love on the school bus of all places. That was 9 tender years ago. Now Jessica didn't realize that we had found her recess Romeo. She thought she was going to come to the show, and she thought that this guy might be just watching out in the audience someplace. But earlier today, we could not resist staging a school bus stunt. So we sent Jessica's first love, Dean, over to the hotel to pick her up. She thought she was just going to the studio.
Hey, Jessica.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
You're here to get reunited with somebody. And who do you want to be reunited? And
Dean Bowen. He's the nicest guy I ever met.
wow, well, we're going to go outside and we're going to meet some of the other guests and go over to the studio. And hopefully, maybe by the time of the show, we might find Dean. So let's see what happens, all right? You okay?
Yes.
We'll get on the bus and...
Oh my God!
How you doing? It's been a long time, ain't it?
Oh God, I love you. How could you didn't tell me this?
Well, you wanted to meet him, didn't you?
I wanted to meet him so bad.
Well, here you are together.
I want to know who was driving the school bus when they were Oh, gosh, folks, please welcome Jessica from Jamestown, Tennessee, and Dean from Canton, Georgia. Whoa, congratulations, sweetie. Oh, boy, were you surprised? Good, come on in. Good move, good good move. Jessica, you weren't crying because you saw a school bus pull up to bring you to the Rolanda show, did you? What did you think when you first saw him? You didn't look like you were going to let each other go.
I thought I was going to die.
What were you feeling, Dean?
It was pretty neat.
Pretty neat. So how did you guys meet?
I met him on the school bus.
So was it just love at first sight? Did you feel the same way about each other when you first saw each other?
It was for me.
What about you, Dean?
She growed on me eventually as the time
She
went
did.
on.
So what happens now? You haven't seen each other in 9 years. You're back together. What does that mean?
I hope it means that I get him back.
All right, Dean.
Well, right now I'm currently in a relationship, but the girl that I'm currently with, we're not seeing eye to eye as far as getting along in a relationship. So there may be a possibility that it may work.
Jessica wrote a poem for Dean, and Jessica, why don't you read part of that poem, because it's a juicy one. Honey, this is a love poem.
I looked for you forever and a day. I never got a clue. All I knew is that I wanted to be with you. You've been gone for 7 years. You disappeared without a trace. I'll never forget that face. Your eyes as blue as the sky. Your kiss as sweet as pie. I never knew of a love so true, like the love I feel for you. I don't know what I'd do if God gave me the chance to be with you.
Dean, it's not every day somebody has a poem written for them.
Yeah, I know.
You guys seem a little choked up. Anything else you want to say?
I think a lot about her. She's a really sweet, nice girl. Yeah, as far as whenever we first met and first got together, she was really the only one on the school bus that even talked to me when we first met.
Really?
And I guess it's pretty much went from there.
It was those baby blue eyes and those kisses sweet as pies. Coming up, a very, very special friend of mine, Al B. Sure, is going to join us. We'll be right back.
Very late at night, I'm thinking of you.
That's nice.
There's nowhere to run or hide, and I want to spread the news that you're the one I want to spend my life with.
Are you a teacher who's afraid of your violent students? If so, call Rolanda at 1-800-4-ROSHO or send email to rosho@aol.com.
Chance at first love. That's what we're talking about today. My next guest had his first top 10 hit when he was only 17 years old. He has won numerous awards, including a Grammy and the American Music Award. He is also a very, very special friend of mine. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you Al B. Sure. First time that ever happened on this show. No. How are you?
I'm on TV with you.
You're on TV with me. This is one of my favorite people in the world, y'all. Listen to that. You know something? I got to tell you this. I don't care where I go, what part of the country I'm in. Sometimes here in the audience, letters, email, telephone calls. Are you and Al B. Sure married? Are you and Al B. Sure dating? Did y'all do it?
Yeah, all the time.
You get it too?
In the newspaper, on the airplane, wherever. So.
And I always go, well,
somebody said, is it true?
Is it true? Well.
You know.
You know, it's weird being on this stage having questions coming from the audience.
Exactly, right?
You know, many, many moons ago, Albie and I dated. We dated.
And it was all good.
And it was all good. All good.
That's right.
Tell them how we met that time.
Wow. Should we?
Yeah.
Oh. You tell.
No, you know something? It was really funny because we were at this big awards.
I had a
thing.
crush. I had this crazy crush on her, and actually, I was at home and I saw on the news. That's right. She used to do the news.
As an anchor and reporter.
Exactly. She was an anchor on the news.
Eyewitness News.
Exactly.
That's right.
I saw on the news. And as a news personality, really, you're not supposed to have any type of personality. You're supposed, this is what she told me after. You're supposed to sit there and, so-and-so, 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 so-and-so. But for some reason, she would always make the news, whether it was depressing or not, she would make it a little exciting, at least for me. Then I heard she was going to be somewhere, and I showed up, and I saw her from across the room, and it was like that extra, the clouds and the stars and all of them. And I was just looking, and I was like, all right.
I didn't know all this,
and she
y'all.
ignored me, basically, so I was trying to make my way around and, trying to, like my man said, he was trying to get noticed. And I was, like, looking around. So she looked over, and she was looking at me like, hi, little boy. And I
told him, I said, I got blouses older than you.
Yeah, so.
No, I'm just kidding.
So, and I was like, all right, it's all good. Okay, cool. So I was basically persistent and showed her how I was raised as a gentleman.
Yeah.
And she liked that, and we got together, and
I was so
she's great people.
Yeah, your mom and dad did a good job on you. He's such a gentleman. I have never seen somebody who works so hard and is so dedicated to what he does. That's why he's a big executive over there at Motown now. But absolutely. I gotta tell you, and listen to this, and at that time, I was coming out of news and going to do a talk show, Attitudes, on Lifetime television, and I was just starting my career too, and I learned so much.
Don't do it. I said, you need your own show.
You
always
did.
Every day. You need your own show. You need your own show.
Our friendship grew so much because Al, as he's younger, I was dating a younger man, y'all, but he taught me so much. He's so mature. He taught me so much about hard work and what it takes to do showbiz and always keep your chin up and all that positive stuff. And though we're not dating boyfriend, girlfriend anymore, we are still, this man lives right here with me. And I don't care who I date from here on out. They know this is my man. This is my man right here. And I love you. You know I love you. Love you to death. Will you sing for us? I understand. Wait a minute. Al B. Sure is going to say I do today on the Rolanda show. No, we're not getting married. It's the name of his new song. Will you sing it for us when we come back?
I sure will. Actually, it's Dean Phil. It's from the new Dean Phil album, but it's a duet with myself and Dean. And
well, it's going to be all good right after this. We'll be right back in a minute.
Now, if you're going to be in the New York area and would like free tickets to Rolanda, well, please call us at 212-650-2060.
I am so proud of that, Al B. Sure I don't know what to do. And here to sing their upcoming release on Absolute Mojazz Motown. Here's Al B. Sure and Dean Phil. Take it away, guys.
Yeah.
Can I have you in my life?
Oh, yeah. Won't you spark it off, Al B? Give the ladies a little open something. Woo! And it goes a little something like this.
Very late at night, I'm thinking of you. Woo!
That's nice.
There's nowhere to run or hide, and I wanna spread the news that you're the one I wanna spend my life with. Ooh, you have so much love to give, and I know that this is it. Let's take our time, taking our time. Wanna do you right. There's no need in rushing things, no need to fuss or fight. You've got my love, ooh, right where you want me.
Let me snap your fingers, come on.
There's no need to worry, baby. 'cause you're enough for me.
She's enough for me to say.
Yes, you are, babe.
I do.
And I don't want no one else in my life.
She's enough for me to say. I do.
Come on.
I do.
Dean Phil, can you do your thing here? Do your thing, all right?
That special day you entered my life.
Well, put your hands together. Come on. That's all right. It's all good.
Bought you these diamond earrings, something you might like. I'll treat you right. Wash your feet at night. Do everything you want. Lay back, enjoy the flight. When I look in your eyes, there's a comfort you bring. I'm thinking of making love to you, and you're calling out my name. Oh, baby girl,
Yeah.
let's stay together. Go to my hideaway. In my arms I hope and pray. And I pray.
I do.
And I pray now. Can I have you in?
Now I need all the ladies to come on up here. Come on, get up, get up. Come on, come get some of these roses, and you give them to your man or whoever you're with, and share some love from me and Dean Phil.
I pray for one more.
Well, there goes the audience. I think I lost Albie. We'll be back in a minute, folks. We'll be right back. I'll be sure.
How do you get your baby to sleep?
Tylenol, pain medicine.
Don't agree with their parenting? Well, some say put them away. Controversial childcare. Wednesday on Rolanda.
Let me show you something. This is the kind of guy that Albie sure is. Right now, you know, a lot of times when performers come on, they stay right on the set there and the whole bit. Albie says, no, I'm going out where the folks who buy my albums and my CD and who make me... That is so nice. That is so nice. Look at him saying hello to everybody. Anybody have questions for Albie or any of our great couples on stage here? Stand up.
These two. Do you live near each other? Or do you live in two different states?
Arturo and Yolanda,
Yeah.
do you live near each other? Now listen, you autograph hounds back there, keep it down. We still have a show to do. Albie, get back on stage, please. Thank you. Let's hear it for Albie, sure, everybody.
Right here.
Sit right there next to Yolanda.
All right there.
Okay, the lady wants to know if Arturo and Yolanda live close to each other now that you've been reunioned.
I live by Rockford, Illinois is where I live.
And where does she live?
Michigan.
Is that far away?
8 hours.
Well, I think you two shouldn't be foolish twice.
Whoa, don't be foolish twice. How many people would like to see Arturo and Yolanda together again? Yeah. Let me introduce you to some other people. My next guests have a really moving story. In fact, you might say it kind of rolls along. You see, they met as teenagers when they both worked at the Portland Rollerdrome in Portland, Maine. Well, they got engaged, but their parents argued they were too young to be thinking that seriously about each other, so they listened to them and they split up. But then one night, 16 years later, they both felt that urge to, well, get back in the rink again. You know? Please welcome John and Diane Lehman. Look at y'all roller skating in here. Come on, have a seat. Be careful now. You know something? I remember being a teenager and going to the roller rink in Winston-Salem, North Carolina was the big thing the teenagers used to do. And I remember when the lights would go down and that little ball would go around with all those colors. And the guy who skated up to you to ask you to dance and skate and hold his hand, that was a special time. It was the only time teenagers got to be in the dark together, I think, when I grew up. But how did you meet? You were roller skating and...
Yeah, we both worked there.
Both worked there?
Yeah.
And what was it about each other?
He was persistent.
You know, girls like that. Girls like persistence.
But he's also a flirt, too. So.
Not me.
They like that, too. So anyway, you had this relationship going, and Mom and Dad said, what? You're just too young, huh?
Yeah. Well, yeah, her mother and father, yeah. Mine, you know, my dad was like, but
yeah.
we just went our own separate ways. There was no arguing, no fighting. We just drifted off. And far and behold, our life seemed to cross paths throughout the 16 or 17 years, and we never, ever ran into each other. No. It was until, was it August 29th, or 28th?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I went home and I said, hey, you know, I think I'm going to go roller skating. And I grabbed my skates and went down there, and was just standing up against the back corner. You know, I wasn't really looking for anybody. I was just there to skate. And she come up to me.
You're kidding.
Yeah. And she says, do you remember me? And I said, no, I don't.
Didn't even recognize me.
Didn't even recognize. This is 16 years ago, by right?
But, yeah. And all I'm doing is I'm thinking, oh my God, I got this gorgeous woman in front of me, and I'm supposed to know her. You know? It's like, then she says, well, I'm Diane Oakes. And it's like a whole tunnel vision just bursted open, and a whole part of my past that had been far and forgotten had come through.
Oh,
and all I could think of was I had to get back with her any way possible. And I would do anything to do it.
Wouldn't y'all love to have somebody say that about you?
Next morning, I get up to get the paper, and he's got a rose and a note on my windshield.
Aww.
I'm surprised he remembered where I lived.
So you guys weren't married, and what had happened? Where were you at the point in your life when you met each other?
We were both pretty well down as low as you can get. I had open heart surgery. I had a stroke. Yeah, I had an aneurysm on the aorta.
What?
And they had to replace, and I got a valve in there now. So I missed so much work, and I lost everything, and I was living in my folks' basement. I mean, just trying to get back onto track and get these doctor's bills paid for.
Right. And so you were down at a low point in your life when you re-met
Yeah, and
the
I
lady of
wasn't
your
looking
dreams.
for anybody.
You weren't looking for anybody?
No, I
Oh,
wasn't
my
at that
God.
time. Not at all.
Isn't that funny? Do you believe in fate?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Very much. Because I got some news here that we got married. And,
Yes. Before you break the news, John and Diane got married last month, and guess where they got married? You know there's a roller skate in there somewhere. Look at this. Now, wait a minute. You said you have some more news?
Oh, yes. She's 33 years old, and this really is emotional, sorry.
That's okay.
And for 33 years, she never thought she could get pregnant. On our honeymoon, she got pregnant.
Really?
We're going to have a baby.
Oh, congratulations. Group hug. Oh, congratulations, you guys. Hey, y'all, a new family coming right here. That is something. Boy, you guys are just rolling along, you might say. Sometimes you don't meet your true love until later in life, as we're seeing right here. Well, we caught up with Jada Pinkett recently and asked her about her first love, actor Will Smith.
Well, my first love, like true love, like I'm in love with somebody, and I respect that as Will.
What was it about him?
I think it's timing. I think Jada was ready to take that leap, because you know love is give all or nothing.
Promotional consideration provided by
Lips should be soft. That's why I use Soft Lips to protect my lips and keep them soft and moist. Soft Lips, because lips should be soft.
Searching for a loved one? Don't be fooled by imitators. Call International Locator, the most successful locator company. Find almost anyone for $29.95. Call toll-free 1-800-368-FIND.
Introducing Earplanes, filtered earplugs that relieve ear pain. Now when you take the plane, you don't have to take the pain. Get Earplanes and children's earplanes by Travel Smart.
DHEA, it's the hormone that's making news. DHEA, the hot product people are excited about. Where do you get DHEA? At General Nutrition Centers.
Next time, wire with MoneyGram, because it's always less than Western Union, unless you like being taken here. MoneyGram, the better way to wire money.
we're talking about second chances for first loves, and we're so lucky to have Al B. Sure here with his new song coming out here with Dean singing "I Do," and that if some of these folks here may be saying "I do" after this 1 hour. What are you asking here?
For the first couple, when you went in the service, did you ever write her?
I did, as a matter of fact.
And she saved every love letter, every single one. What are you guys going to do after the show? Now, y'all have some dirty minds. What are you going to do? Now, I don't mean in that kind of sense. I mean, just, will you continue? I mean, do you think something might happen? I know it's kind of hard to put you on the spot like that, but...
Well, we got to talk and get together, reacquainted better.
Yolanda, if you could make one wish for this man, what would that one wish be?
Well, that wish would be that I hope that he found it in his heart back then, even then, to forgive me, you know.
Okay.
This is for the second couple. Why did y'all break up in the first place?
Well, I moved away. I moved from Tennessee back to Georgia. And I guess whenever we separated, that's what brought the separation between us, is whenever we moved, me and my parents.
Yeah.
I got a comment for all the guys right there. I think that they're really great guys. They have good family values, and I think you should respect them and give them a chance, because maybe they'll be the guy that can treat you right for the rest of your lives, hopefully.
That's right. Look at the roller club couple over here. Yes, ma'am.
Questions is for Arturo and Yolanda. I would like to know, how would your kids feel to know that you only married their father because you was pregnant with him and you had another man on your mind?
Well, for mine, my son knows all about it. The thing is that I married because I wanted to make a life for my children. And because of that, I stayed in it and tried to do the best I could.
But that is a good question. How do you explain this after the show to your kids and maybe even that ex-wife and ex-husband?
Well, if they're like me, Rolanda, they'll understand.
Mm-hmm. Arturo, well, your kids are all grown, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They would understand anyway what happened.
Okay. Come on, stand up.
For the second couple, you said you're currently dating somebody. How do you think she's going to feel when she watches the show and see you holding her hand for the whole segment?
Well, I'm kind of currently dating a girl, but we're not seeing eye to eye. We're not getting along very well.
But dating somebody still, how you holding her hand the whole segment, and you know.
She said she was just dating. Well, if you're looking for somebody or there is someone missing in your life who you'd love to see again, you can always call a place called Seekers of the Lost. That number is 1-800-808-SEEK. That's 7335. 1-800-808-SEEK. We'll be right back while you're figuring out who you're going to seek out right after this.
Okay, ladies, grab a pen. All week we're giving you the chance to have a dream date with one of Cosmopolitan's calendar bachelors. Today, meet Vincent, a police officer.
There are women who look at the uniform, they want your uniform. And there's women who want what's under the uniform, and there's women who don't want anything to do with the uniform.
Send us a letter and your photo telling us why he should pick you. Be sure to write Cosmo on the envelope or call us at 1-800-4ROSHOW.
I want to thank everybody for being with us today. This is true love. And before we go, come on, Mr. and Mrs. Bergman from Phoenix, Arizona. Give them some good words of advice. If you're going to be couples, the one thing that it takes for a good relationship to last.
Communication.
Communication.
I think that sums it all up.
Sums it all up. Good communication. Thank you so much. Al B. Sure. I love you and thank you a million. And thank you, Dean. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time on Rolanda, everybody. Bye-bye.